Good.
Yeah.
Right then, another day of unstitching Sierras. So I got Jack out the beer garden, he's with me. Dave's on his way down apparently, unless he gets himself into a beer garden, but who knows. Anyway, sporting some new gear, ain't we? I mean, you should have Jack modelling this, you know what I mean, with his guns out. Anyway, enough of that. We've got some new hoodies, new t-shirts, so we don't look like amateurs, but we are amateurs. Yeah, so today we're going to get the front bits off the donor Sierra for the other donor Sierra by the looks of it. But if you come round here, obviously this, where it's obviously been repaired before, they've obviously repaired it, they've not sealed it correctly, and obviously it's rusted, same this side. But I don't even get the camera on that. If you were towing this vehicle, or can you see that moving on there? And that's just me on the towing eye, giving it a bit of a tug. So yeah, there's more. I mean, like I say, it's had a bump, it's had a repair, but there's a bit of an hole here, around here, so we're going to have to obviously nick bits of panelling off the other one. But obviously this panel here is all gone. Obviously we've got that on the other one, but I think what we're going to do, we're going to unstitch everything off that one. Then once we've done that, we've got all the bits we need. We're going to keep the shell, because obviously there's probably bits off the chassis legs we're going to need. So then we'll unstitch this lot and see what we're left with, and see what's good metal and what isn't good metal. So yeah, I'm going to get into this now and start out on this one, which is mint on the front, but all this is all good. All this is all original, hasn't been repaired. So yeah, we're going to unstitch all this, unstitch the slam panel, the lighting area. But this is what I'm saying, we might need to nick pieces of this panelling, or say that this part of the chassis leg, we're going to have to kind of piece it in. I know it sounds a bit drastic, but I mean, the only other way to do it is replace the complete chassis leg, which is a complete nightmare. It's only like, it isn't a structural piece, yeah, it is meant to like to take an impact, but we're replacing it with existing, so we're not welding pieces of box section on there. We're using the correct piece of chassis leg. We'll measure it all out, get it all correct, and obviously weld it in, so it'd be no different to what it would be from the factory. So I'm going to clean this off now, try and find the spot welds for that, and then just start unstitching it, which takes time, but it's the proper way of doing it. If you're buying a panel from Ford, it would come this way anyway, and you'd have to spot weld it in. Yeah, we've got to kind of take it out nicely, but it should be all good in the end. It's better than cutting the front end off and trying to weld that on. That ain't the proper way of doing it. Well, you'll see in about an hour's time, we'll probably be cutting the front end off, but no. So I'm going to get my little goggles, because safety and that. Isn't that? Mm-hmm. So what are you doing here then, Jack?
Just cleaning off all the crud.
The crud?
So I can see where the spot welds are.
Yeah, and obviously that's the spot welds there for this headlight surround, I'd say it is. We've obviously unstitched this side, and obviously Jack's going to unstitch that now. But removing this, it's like a seam sealer, like wax oil, but as you can see there, I don't know if this will zoom in on that, there's a little, there's me putting my spot weld there, there's me trying to put my finger on it. So Jack's sporting the new gear. We've got our t-shirt model here, look. Having a little sunbathe at the same time. I'll see what you're doing. You're going for drill spot welds first, then chisel. Good thinking, Batman. Because you might get two birds with one stone then. Pads load specs they are. So now when I use me nail gun, I ain't got no.
The sun. Where's my hat? Why isn't it doing its job?
Your hat? Do a handstand and do it. As you can tell,
where's this?
There's me and Jack. Dave, his sun's out. He's obviously done the thing, he's got himself ready, got himself in the car, he's been on the way down, he's seen a beer garden, and he's just driving to the car park, and obviously he was probably doing something little like, I don't know, pulling over to just check his tyres or something like that, and then you would have seen someone in the beer garden and seen a cold pint, and he's just been attracted to it. It's like, would you say it's, no, like if you go in a takeaway restaurant and they've got that little orange neon light, it's like a fly trapped in a neon light gaze. Is that what they are? They're not neon lights, are they? They're like, but they are attracted to them blue lights, aren't they? So Jack got attracted to it last week.
Yeah, at least I planned it.
Oh, he did plan it, yeah, he did. But Dave doesn't plan it. He just goes, well, you never text me. But I've purposely texted in the chat today to say we're going down, we're doing some more work on the Sierra, and we've even bought him, I don't know where Jack's put it, a meal deal to even, you know, coax him in with something. But obviously the beer's got the better of him, and then he'll be up all night watching documentaries on whatever he watches, and we'll probably hear from him Monday, and it'll be all our fault, because we need him here to tell us that we're doing it all wrong, because we're going to make a mistake, aren't we, Jack? Without Dave, I mean he's, oh, I'll tell you what I ain't got, his chair. So then, Jack, is she a mover or? Oh, hello. Sit. What's it look like then? Right.
It's alright. I just don't think there's escaping.
No, I think what we'll have to do is get it either sandblasted or we'll get it like stripped. Because the only thing with sandblasting, it can also
Damage it.
Yeah, kind of damage, like pits it. But yeah, that's out. I'm happy about that because we haven't caused too much damage, have we? Because obviously,
no, we can.
I think we're going to need some front panelling parts of this. It all depends on when we get the other part off the grey one, or the moonstone blue one. I keep saying it's grey, but it's moonstone blue. So no, happy with that, haven't we, Jack? Done alright, there you are. Alright.
Alright.
You get stuck in the beer garden? Where are you going?
Did we speak about it last night? We're going to be down the yard at 11 o'clock in the morning. If you say this...
11 o'clock? Who said 11 o'clock?
No, I'm just giving you an example. Lads, we're going to get down to the yard for 11 o'clock. Lads, we're going to get down to the yard for 10 o'clock. So you know what I'll do? What? Set an alarm, sort my stuff out in the morning, and be down here for 10 o'clock.
What's the time
Instead
now?
of you and your muckeria...
12:30, right?
You and your muckeria, right?
Yeah. So you're saying I haven't told you a time?
Monday we're going to do filming. Alright Em, do you fancy doing... So I'll put in the chat, do you fancy doing it tomorrow instead? Because I'm going to be a bit rough Monday. He was speaking to me but then didn't say anything. And then all of a sudden...
So what you're saying is...
No, then all of a sudden...
No, it's like every Saturday.
No, it's not. You weren't here last week to get...
Every Saturday for
no, Jack,
3 months.
Sorry, Jack, what it is... It's all my fault again.
No, because you don't say a time and then you just go...
Whose fault is it then?
Yours.
Yeah, sorry, it's all my fault.
Yours and Jack's, because
Yeah,
you was like, should we do it Monday? So I said,
regardless,
it's my fault. So,
we did say this morning, didn't we?
Yeah, and then you
But it's half 12.
No, we didn't.
But it was your idea.
No, but then, listen,
Sorry,
I didn't know.
You put on pick you up in 15 minutes. That doesn't matter, it's still my fault.
There it is.
It is. Not late, are you, Dave?
I'm not late.
No, you're not late.
I'm not late.
He's on time. He's on time. We were just...
Literally.
We were too early.
It's my fault.
Well, why is it my fault?
My fault as well.
Yeah, Jack's fault.
Why is it my fault?
Because we got here too early.
What do you mean?
No, it isn't your fault.
Why is it my fault?
Yeah, Dave, I've got another... Because you're on time and we're early.
I don't want... Well, I'm not wearing one of them hoodies.
What?
Because the badge is too big. It looks too big. I'm going now.
See you next week then, Dave. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Why has he come here now then? To tell us we're all in the wrong and he's got to take his key for his ID to Jack.
Sack me off, bro.
I'm not sacking you off.
If you hadn't have turned up, Dave, I don't know what you would have done.
Mate, honestly, if I hadn't turned up, you'd have still been here, mate. You'd have still been touching it up.
Touching it up, that Jack?
Jack, touching this up.
You've got to be delicate sometimes, mate.
You haven't.
They call you the
They do, mate.
Obviously, I've just got this up by myself because that's all I do is everything. Dave ain't out. Did you have?
Go on, put your head through. Go on, put your head through the rust.
Solid this is. Yeah, bit of bad news for us. We thought this section here, where obviously the rear axle bolts on, was kind of good, and it's never been welded or anything like that. But obviously, we've got it up on its side now. Closer inspection. It's had a plate repair there. That's all going round there. It's no good.
Yeah.
And even the same with this. It's got a hole here where ours has gone. Where ours has gone there. Do you know what I mean?
It's going there as well. Look.
Yeah, it's in worse condition
than ours.
But I can get a replacement panel for this. But obviously, it's just like a copy panel. It's not like a Ford panel, but it's going to be 10 times better than this or what that's on it. So I'm going to order them. But we'll get it on its side and just have a little look. And like I say, it's all, the shell's no good.
Well, the shell's
front's good.
The shell's good, but the floor's not.
Yeah. It's like I said.
That's where
people.
That's where your seat, passenger seat, is meant to fix to.
People would repair all this.
Look, it's not even.
Our floor on ours is mint, isn't it? Really, compared to this.
That's ready to go through, that, isn't it?
Bottom line is, this is rotten as a pair.
Why is a pair rotten and why not rotten as a spud?
No, it could be rotten as a spud.
Not the same though, is it? So we have got to nick a few more bits off this shell, so we're not kind of going to get rid of it. But if anyone does want some bits
that we don't need,
I'll see. Drop us a little message or something. We can hook you up with some bits if you need it for your projects. I'm by myself, so I know how to do it.
Go on. What's Dave's? What's Dave's been? Oh, yeah. Oh. You couldn't get back up.
Easy.
Oh my.
What?
Why have you just slammed it down like that?
Oh, sorry, Dave. Yeah, I'll put it back up. I'll put it back down nicely.
Yeah, we're going to cut it about there, aren't we?
I don't know, we might be. But we might be cutting it further
Nah,
up.
just cut it.
Just stand there.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
where's your seat gone? Sit down. You're getting a bit
I didn't watch no
Sit down.
documentaries last night.
Your legs are getting tired.
Yeah, then clean it off. There you go, that's off now.
What about the rest of it? What you've left on there?
What, is that not all coming off? I thought we was going at it.
No, we're going at it. But,
Why you get to go at it and I don't get to go at it?
There's two different versions.
No, there's not. I'm doing exactly
Jack, come at it where I've been going at it, over here. Come round here, Jack. Right? That is all come off.
No, it hasn't. Look, you've still got bits left on that you're going to take off.
That's a little
And
bit.
you're going to have little bits left on. Right, after, we'll have a look. And we'll leave it to a vote, ladies and gentlemen.
My side and Dave.
Is that alright?
You know the panel, what you're cutting into?
Yeah.
We're not replacing it.
Yeah, we are.
Where?
It's all fucked, look! Look how rusty that is.
We'll have to replace it. Don't wreck it all. Just pass it. Let me go from this side. It's easier.
Why do you not let me touch something? And then you'll go, Robert, to do everything.
No, I can't even tell you to touch something what's broken because you need.
Look how, come here. Look at that here. Look at this panel here. Look at that there. Now look at that there. You've done exactly the same I was doing, just from the opposite side.
Yes, because it's easier from this
no,
side.
it's not. I was doing exactly the same.
Why do you have to poke people? Don't touch me. Can't even get away. I've got an hammer. I keep saying this.
Come on.
I could have a gun in my hand and Dave would still have his finger up me.
Because he knows you're not going to shoot him, that's
You
why.
wouldn't shoot me. You like to be boring.
It'd be less stress.
Oh, is that why you got a bald spot because of me, is it? Alright, yeah. You ready? Rusted.
Yeah, something pissed on it.
Oh, I can smell something burning.
Rubber.
No, it's the end of the hammer. I keep like, it smells like burnt rubber, doesn't it? From when we did them brushes.
This ain't the best here either, is it?
No, we're going to have to cut that there and weld a bit on from the other one. But if I tell you that beforehand, you'll just hit stuff with bricks.
No, I won't. Obviously didn't need to do that. Right up. Ring a kit, 1,000. If anybody on the owners forum got a moonstone, immaculate, that have got any questions or any input they want for us, give me your name and address and I'll pop round.
Oh, that's all pulled apart as well. Like, see all that kink on the back?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Damn it.
Yeah. It's all, you can see it if you look down there.
Alright, to be honest.
It's all twisted. Where do you get these from?
What? I don't know, Jack had them.
Either try it underneath.
Let's go over the top. Just go over the top.
That's what I see. But I can't get it.
Right,
Is that line up?
It's a wider model.
Oh no! I've got it off a wider seat. But that end of that is flush with that. See, this is what I'm saying, that... I don't know, it's not far off. Not far off, is it?
Like professionals.
That's how you fit it.
Yeah,
I'm marking the bumper now. Bumper might sit a bit higher. I have to cut the top of the headlights down. No, we'll stand. We don't have to stand that close to each other.
You do, man. I don't know what you hate me for.
Yes, Dave. What do you reckon?
Basically, it's a good job I turned up.
Oh, you've turned up now.
Well, mate, if I hadn't turned up, half of this wouldn't have got done today.
Come on, Tom. Anyway,
you come too early.
Anyway, enough of that now. I've got over it. So, I'll grab the front crash bar. As you can see, the damage, and if you get this against the other one, it's like a banana. That headlight bracket was sitting back, so all the headlight was sitting in. I mean, it was hardly held on this end, it was just a little bit on this side, it just all rotted through. It's just, like I said, it's had, I mean that started coming apart there, it's just had a real bad repair. And all this here is from having a bad repair years ago. Well, it might have been an okay repair when they'd done it, but they just didn't take it upon themselves to put any seal or anything back on. And obviously the water's got in, and it's like it now. It's still solid on these legs, but it's obviously rotted through.
Well,
there.
you can see there.
Well, that's still part of this.
That's still part of this, and that's held on. Look at that one. More or less clean, more or less come off just with a few knocks. So yeah, good job somebody didn't have another front end in it.
Yeah, but so I think the thing is now what we've done, obviously on the other shell, we've cut the chassis legs back to give us enough room to replace any what we need to kind of replace. Yeah, there's damage to this here. We think this leg is across, been pushed across from the accident or previous accident or whatever. So yeah, it'd be easier if we cut this off here, replace the leg, straighten it all back up. The other thing what we're going to do, this panel is a complete panel all the way back to here. Obviously we don't want to be unstitching this out, all the suspension turret. So I think what we're going to try and do, if we can, is cut this front part out, use the front part of the other one and weld that in. Yeah, so that's the plan with this anyway, and then that'll get the front end all sorted. The rear parts on this, we're going to have to order some new panels. And then we're obviously going to chop them out. We'll get to that more when we're on it, so we won't bore you with that. But yeah, then everything's done. The front end will all be back on. The rear part will be done. We'll be painting the underneath, stone chipping it all, painting the engine bay. Like I said, painting the underneath, poly bushing everything back up, and getting all the running gear back on. And then we can get it off the ramp. We could get all the engine built up, get the engine in as well. We can get the engine bay painted. And then it's a case of taking the interior out, taking the roof off. And then it's off, replace the roof, and then it's off to.
Have we got to take the interior out?
We've got to take all the roof line and probably seats out. Yeah.
Oh.
We're welding, haven't we? So
I know. I was going to say like.
We just want to have a little sit in it.
No, I mean, if we're going to get to that extent.
No, mate. I'm not taking everything out. I'm not taking all. You can cover most of it up. But the front seats only have 4 bolts.
Okay.
And take them out. The rear seats aren't even fixed in, I don't think. Anyway, we'll see. Dave will probably, no doubt, be right, and we'll end up stripping everything out. But let's just not think about it. Well, I think the front door's got to come off. Well, they have got to come off to do the wings.
So the front door's got to come off.
Yeah, the front door.
So you might as well take the back doors off.
Oh no, they've got to be taken off when they get panicked.
So what's being left on this shell? For the respray.
You know the red shell outside? This is going to look like the red shell, and then you'll just see us in tears. And I mean, it's not just for you.
Honestly, Stoke, right?
We bit off a bit more than we can chew, yeah.
We needed to take it fully apart, take the shell
I
off.
know why you say this, Dave, but then you know
And
when
then
you
it comes
put
back
together, you go, Where's this going?
He's got a diagram.
Who has he?
He found that fourth thing that we read. He likes reading.
We've had a good day. We've got stuff done, making progress. Nothing that we can't handle at the end of the day. So, what are you going to say to him, Jack?
Like, subscribe. What's the other one?
Just hit the thumb. What is it? The bell? I don't know what is it?
Like, subscribe, and
Just
click
give us
the bell.
Give us some love at the end of the day.
Follow us on Instagram and
Yeah,
all that. All
official
that stuff.
Car Cartel
Yeah.
is the Instagram, and you'll get like new updates on there, or when we're going to drop the next video and what's kind of going on in the next video. So if you do follow us on Instagram, it'll be more a little bit more info on there, and obviously what we're doing.
It just helps everything grow as well.
Yeah.
Keeps us motivated.
Yeah, because that's what we need with a rusty old Sierra, is motivation.
Yeah.
So
Sweet.
see you on the next one. You have to cut that out, Jack.